I've tried to stop myself from thinking of her, but it's been fruitless. Last night after I came home, it was hard falling asleep, wondering how her date was going. I thought she might text me when she got home from the bar, or at least before she went to sleep to tell me how it had gone, but she didn't, and now one very unwelcome thought pervades my brain. Did she take Ben home with her? As far as I know, Natalie's not the type for a one-night stand, but she has been complaining lately about her lack of a love life, so who knows? There's one thing I know for certain. The thought of her sleeping with Ben makes my skin crawl. I remind myself what she said yesterday, that she doesn't sleep with a man on the first date. But there's always an exception to that rule, especially if alcohol and hormones factor into the equation. Yet something inside me needs to know for certain. I'm almost laser-focused on needing to know what happened with the two of them. As I lather up under the spray of warm water, I hatch a plan. Dressing quickly in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, I'm out the door in 15 minutes flat. "Be right there," Natalie calls out when I knock on her front door a short time later. I know I shouldn't care if she hooked up with Ben last night, but part of me, this weird, possessive part I've kept well hidden, needs to know. Fuck, what's wrong with me? When Natalie opens the door, I'm immediately struck by the sight of her. She's just come from the shower by the looks of it. Her hair is damp, and her cheeks are bare of makeup and slightly flushed. She's dressed only in her robe. The scent of lilacs and clean cotton floats between us. I can't help but inhale the scent of her as she leans in close and gives me a friendly one-armed hug. I have no idea what kind of body wash she uses, but I vow to sneak into her bathroom later and check. And then promptly buy 20 gallons of the stuff. The thought of jerking off while surrounded by the scent of her is a mental image so vivid my cock twitches and stirs to life. Get your shit together, Cam. You're standing in the presence of your best friend, not a chick you met on Tinder. What are you doing here? She smiles at me, completely oblivious to the filthy thoughts infiltrating my brain. I shrug. I was in the neighborhood. And then I hold up the paper coffee cup containing her favorite, a chai tea latte. And I thought you could use one of these. Gimme. Natalie grabs the cup and heads toward her bright, sunny kitchen. You coming? She calls over one shoulder, making sure I'm following. I pray that she's going to go get dressed. Otherwise, I can't be held responsible for letting my gaze drift over her bare legs and ample cleavage. Just let me change. I'll be right back. Thank God for small miracles. She heads to her bedroom, and barely 30 seconds later, she's strolling out in a pair of leggings and a faded t-shirt emblazoned with our college mascot. Are you here alone? I ask, propping one hip against the counter while Natalie removes the lid from her cup and takes a small sip. Of course, who did you think would be here? I give her a shaky smile. No one. With raised brows, Natalie scoffs at me. Things went well with Ben, but they didn't go that well. So you liked him, though. She takes another sip and makes a pleased sound, muttering something that I think means yes. You guys going out again? I'm trying not to sound overly interested, but the truth is, I am curious. She passes me the pastry box I brought over yesterday, gesturing for me to take one. For the love of God, don't let me eat all of these by myself. Chuckling, I help myself to a chocolate donut, knowing they're her least favorite. Thanks. Natalie selects a glazed donut and takes a bite. Once she swallows and wipes her mouth with a napkin, she nods. He's taking me to that old vintage arcade later this week. I plaster on a smile and work to keep my voice neutral. Wow, I'm impressed. So you do really like this guy, huh? Natalie licks icing from her thumb and gives me an appraising look. I don't know, but he's someone cool to hang out with, and I'm very single right now, so why not? My throat tightens, and I barely manage to swallow the bite I'm chewing. Right, why not? I talk with Natalie a while longer while she finishes her donut, but I'm left with a hollow feeling in my chest.